Rec Room, you've done it again. You cease to amaze me with your nonsense. Okay, so my last video was kind of negative where I just talked about how expensive items have been getting in Rec Room. However, this video is going to be even more negativity, so much shade thrown at Rec Room. I apologize in advance. We're going to talk about some positive stuff because there is some items at Reccon that I do quite like. But yeah, I have more to say about Rec Room and their behavior when it comes to cosmetics nowadays. Let me take you over here to the Reccon merch booth. Now, as you can see, we have some cool items like the Maker Pin skin, some new bubbly, but over here, you can see we have the Ghost Bow skin for purchase. Yes, this is the same Ghost Bow skin that was only available for 1 week in 2017 and never came back ever since. The only other way you could get this skin is by winning Bow Battle League, which takes skill, obviously. You could have also gotten this from reporting bugs back in the day, but that's completely separate. The fact that this is available for purchase now, even though it's at a high price, it kind of undermines the winners and it makes them feel like they didn't deserve their prize. I mean, I would feel that way if I won Dodgeball League, got the golden dodgeball skin, and then like 2 months later it was available for everyone to get. This kind of just seems like an overall selfish thing to put it in the merch booth, just because they know that it's such a rare item and they know that a lot of people are going to want to buy it, so they set it to a really high price to get as many tokens as possible. I mean, as much money as possible. This is just one of the most extreme cases that I have seen in a while, but Rec Room has been doing this for months and months. Another example of this happening here at Reccon is over here in this merch booth. Now, I know I talked about all this stuff in the last video and how expensive it was and how much I hated that, but I also wanted to talk about this stuff for the same reason I'm angry about the Ghost Bow. Because this right here, the Amulet of Elsewhere, was supposed to be like a super limited item, and I didn't ever think that it was going to come back. That's why I bought it for 20,000 tokens in the first place. I can't even count how many times this has returned in the following months that it's been out. And it's just not fair for the people who bought it for its limited value. So in general, I understand Rec Room re-releasing things so that everyone has a fair opportunity to get cool items, but I feel like there are some items that are just better off left alone. Why can't we just let people have rare items? This also goes for weekly skins as well, like all of the dodgeball skins. My comic skin used to be the most rare one, and now the goblin skin is the most rare one, and then they'll probably re-release the jack-o'-lantern one. They keep re-releasing stuff, and all of this rare stuff that you collect over the years just becomes valueless, and you really don't feel special because everyone has one. I think that's kind of the fun of some of this cosmetic stuff, but I don't know, what are you gonna do nowadays? They just be re-releasing stuff everywhere. I also wanted to bring up another point here at Reccon. As you can see behind me, this is the Maker Pen wall thing where you can find all the different little maker pins hidden throughout the convention. And it's a really fun little mini task that you could do, and you'll be rewarded with the awesome maker pin skin. But it is undermined once again by the fact that you can buy it at the merch booth. So people are putting in hard work to get this maker pin skin, but other people could just buy it. I mean, sure, it's a lot of tokens, but like, really, like, one way you feel like you've earned it, and then the other, it's just like, everyone has it because you can also buy it. So the fact that these things are available for purchase instead of doing good things to get them just makes it feel like that work that you did to get the skin, it doesn't matter. And I know there is a ton of negativity in this video, but one last point that I wanted to bring up that Alpaca actually mentioned was that the Rec Room lore, as we touched upon in the last video, basically only exists to entice people to spend more money. And Reccon's kind of similar, but I think Rec Room puts a little bit more effort into Reccon than they do with their lore. Also, the items are usually better. The lore items they're usually garbage. And they're so overpriced. They're overrated. Lore items are like super overrated. But yeah, just all the shenanigans that Rec Room has been doing lately to get more money, it just, I don't know, it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And this is coming from someone who has played this game for 4 years. I've loved Rec Room for 4 years. I don't know, I love cosmetics. I think that it's super exciting to see all of these new events and stuff. I just hate that one of my favorite games is turning into a cash grab. And that's why I'm really vocal about this stuff right now is because I'm seeing it happen with my own eyes, and I don't want this game to turn into like a pay to win in the future, because that kind of seems like the direction in which this is going. But of course, I don't want to be a super negative Nancy, but if you would like to share your opinion down in the comments down below, I'd like to see it. But to end the video off on a positive note, I do want to come over here and kind of share with you some things that I like about Reccon. That is not one of them. So anyway, I really like the look of Reccon. Rec Room did a great job designing this. And of course, they reuse this building every single year, but still, for like, what was it, 2020 when they built this? It's still pretty good. Like, the wooden texture, the stairs, all of this, like, it all looks really good. And the open space, the banners, everything, it makes it feel big, open, cool. I also like the effort that Rec Room has been putting into their smaller cosmetics. I like the look of this camera a lot. I probably would get it. 5,000 tokens isn't too bad in the current Rec Room token market. These shirts are kind of mid, but I appreciate that they're only 1,500 tokens. And indeed, I think that Rec Room does do a good job with their bubblies. Like, they have so many different variants, and they give them out like candy on Halloween, so I mean, so there's no shortage of them. Also, one final thing, the Maker Pin skin, the whole scavenger hunt, was really fun. I don't think it's the greatest idea that you could buy it up here, like I mentioned, but it was really awesome, and I do really enjoy the Maker Pin skin. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope that I wasn't too negative today. Hopefully, I don't have any more negative videos in the future, but I feel like I kind of had to rant about this and maybe get it off my chest a little bit, because, I mean, come on, like, Rec Room's actions have been a little sus lately. How do you do, fellow kids? But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.